Hey guys, before I begin the video, I want to say that if you guys want to see more of me or more anime stuff or whatever, you can always hop onto the Ikiai channel, links below. And if you guys don't know, it's a studio that me, Brian, and Un are trying to create and find. So yeah, there's that, and also that because it's that studio is really much my dream. I put a lot of my focus onto there, so if sometimes you see weak content, I guess, quote unquote, of course I try to make everything enjoyable here, but sometimes it's not new and innovative, or I don't know, I wouldn't say interesting, but just not normal, I guess. Then yeah, that is kind of why. Of course, my anime analysis and stuff like that will always try to be high quality. I usually try to put that first, especially because podcasts usually come that day, so it's kind of easier on my schedule. But anyways, back to the video. So today, this is not really an anime topic. I just want to, well, it is an anime topic in fact, but it's not like my anime stories or I guess my essays, I guess, or it's not. So it's not like my anime essays. It's just something that I find interesting. And so it's more or less on story time, I guess. This is a small story time. So I know a lot of people have recommendations for either me or Brian, whether it's my friends or whoever. Whether they ask me to watch this show or that show, I sometimes watch it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's manga recommendations, sometimes it's game recommendations, but I really want to focus on to anime recommendations. And a lot of people might be asking, well, this video is titled, how a slice of life person reacts or whatever to shonen, right? And so how do I feel towards shonen is, I feel like, a big question that a lot of people ask, or will ask, or already asked. I don't know. I don't really see this floating around, but me as a slice of life person who mainly watches slice of life, I would say 99% of what I watch is slice of life. People might ask or wonder what makes slice of life so interesting to me, or stuff like that. And of course, I say, oh, I just like the show or whatever, blah blah blah, right? Characters are interesting and stuff like that. You can even see it in one of my videos. I think it is escapism in anime. One of one of those videos or whatever, but I briefly graze over it. But what I really want to talk about today is recommendations. And I had this talk with Brian before, and of course, no flack to anyone giving recommendations. I still appreciate recommendations from people because you can find some hidden thing. But to me, I don't find myself watching recommendations and find myself to be very static when I do watch stuff. Of course, I do watch shonen. There is a 1% that I do watch shonen come in my anime list, of course. Recently, of course, I just watched Railgun, and that isn't very slice of lifey, but it kind of is. It's kind of a mixture of both shonen and slice of life, which is why I watch it, because it has some slice of life in it. But what do I think about shonen? Well, I think it's an amazing place, and I don't want it to be replaced with slice of life. In fact, I kind of like seeing shonen just being you know, in places like Annie List, My Anime List, stuff like that, so I can be like, shonen, cool, because I love this community, and I know a lot of people watch shonen. Where I really want to go with this, because I know this is such a weird topic, and I'm trying to key in on a lot of things, and I think what my main point is, I get recommended shonen a lot. Like, a lot. All my friends watch shonen, even Un. Of course he does watch Slice of Life, but probably not to the extent as I do. I mean, he's the guy who introduced me to Demon Slayer, of all things, so there's that. So besides me and Brian, I get a lot of shonen recommendations, whether it's JoJo, Attack on Titan, or even like Avengers or Marvel stuff. Anything from Star Wars to, I don't know, Infinite Stratus. I've never been recommended that, but who knows? I could one day. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, how do I feel when I get recommended these things? And of course, I think the main thought that goes through my head is they're annoying sometimes. And of course, like I said before, I don't hate anybody who recommends me stuff. But that might sound very off-putting to people who like shonen, especially if I say, yeah, your JoJo recommendation is annoying and I won't watch it. Like, that's gonna definitely off-put some people, but of course I don't really say that. And to be honest, that's not how I feel about shonen. In fact, I love shonen. I've actually, watched One Punch Man. I almost said One Piece there, but One Punch Man to Railgun to My Hero to whatever, right? Demon Slayer. That's the other show. But to me, it's like there has to be a story when watching anime, and not just a story as in plot story or story for characters. Blah blah. That's not what I mean. What I mean is story for yourself, like an internal story. To me, whenever I watch an anime, it's always about something. Whether it was Tomoko Market changing my optimism and my view on my slump, whether it was Hanasaku Iroha teaching me that I want to work hard and reminding me that this isn't going to be easy, but that's just life. And, just many other things. Even Railgun showing me that, hey, slice of life and shonen are really good genres, even if, I prefer one over the other. And when you mash them together, it's just amazing to see. And it also showed me that, shonen isn't just about flashy fight scenes, it's about the world and, that's what makes shonen so interesting. And that's how I view shonen. And when I get recommended shonen, to me, I'm not in the mood because to me, I've always wanted a slice of life. If you watch my escapism video, you can see that that was my escapism. I wasn't looking for flashy fight scenes or being a superhero. I just wanted to be me. I just wanted to be someone who could live a cool life, a life that wasn't mine. And of course, I said in that video, and I'll put the clip here, I would wake up thinking, if I had this much charisma, I wouldn't be here. But if I had superpowers, I could be Superman. To me, that quote is saying that if you're a superhero, you already have power. You have a lot that other people don't have. And you're very fortunate because of that. But if you're a regular person, you have to work hard to change. You have to work hard to do what you want. You don't have a superpower that will give you an edge over something. You don't have to develop the superpower. You have to develop yourself, which could be easier or harder. And I think that's what makes life interesting. There is no extra superhero factor. There is no, limit that can be broken. You just have to work on yourself. You don't have a power to work on. You don't have some external factor that you need to work on if you want to change yourself. It's just you. And to me, of course, that's a lot more hard-hitting than having superpowers. So yeah, it's a weird mixture of I like shonen, but I don't like the recommendations that I get from it, and just a combination of a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I hope that I keep getting recommended shonen, and eventually it'll make me watch it one day. And of course, one day shonen will change my life, and that will be a day I'm happy. There will be a day where shonen is equal to slice of life to me, and that will be an amazing day. But as of now, I don't think I need that, and I don't really want to look for it to be honest. I just like staying where I am because where I am is beautiful. Just like Oruki from Hyoka, he sees Chichanda and he sees that it's beautiful. And that's how I view slice of life. It's something that holds me back sometimes. And, watching too much can sometimes get in my way, as you can see from anime slumps. But again, it's something about it just makes it so beautiful and amazing that I want to come back to it every single time. And so, yeah, that's how a slice of life junkie like me views shonen. And I guess also how I react to recommendations. It's a it's a lot to take in overall, and I think that shonen is an amazing genre, and recommendations are sometimes harsh, but hey, at least they're worth something, I guess. But yeah, I guess my last point that I really want to take home, that I don't think I've really put an emphasis on, because I've been talking about how I view shonen and why I'm not into it, but recommendations are, again, something that I don't find. Recommendations aren't something I find very quote unquote helpful. I don't know why I said that like that, but it's something that I find helpful because some people just do recommendations badly, and that might sound weird, but I think that recommendations should accommodate how someone else likes something, or what I'm saying at is recommendations should be made by someone that you know personally, and the person knows you. And what I mean by that, again, I'm saying that a lot, but if one of my friends is going through, you know, a harsh time, I guess, with like tests or whatever, I'll recommend something that will be more lighthearted and less stressful or less draining. So I would recommend them like Nichijou or something like that, you know? Though I might not have watched Nichijou, or, you know, or, I don't know much about it, I feel like that would be a good recommendation for that person. If that person likes a little bit of slice of life, but, also like shonen, I would, give them Railgun if they really like epic fight scenes. Or if they just like more of the slice of life part, I would recommend them Demons of Part-Timer. So yeah, that's basically how I feel about recommendations. And sometimes it can be really hard to hit those home, but when you fucking do, they're good. Because that's what anime is about. To me, it's about not only the story being good, but the external story that you have. For me, every anime, I believe, could be a 10 out of 10 because of those external stories that you have. Each anime has its own story within the story. To me, Tamako Market isn't just Tamako Market, it's also the way that I got out of my anime slump. Like, Weathering with You isn't just Weathering with You, it's a movie that I found really powerful to me because of so many things, and it just showed me new light and stuff like that. That is what anime is to me, and that is why I will never look down on shonen. That is why recommendations are done so poorly and why some people hate it. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to change your view. I'm just here to inform you and tell you my feelings about something. So, as a final message, as a final piece to this, I would like to say, one, this isn't scripted, so if you hear a lot of blah blah blah, that's my fault, because this is really off the whim, off the top of my head. And two, thank you for all the recommendations that people have given me, for all my friends watching this. Thanks for the recommendations, and thanks for always being there and looking out for me. And three, yeah, shonen is shonen, and it's a good genre. A lot of people find love in that genre, some people don't. But for me, I'm in the latter where I don't find a lot of value in it because I don't have a story to go with each shonen anime, and that is my fault. But that doesn't mean I hate shonen. That just means that it's not the right time, and I will continue to say it until I finally watch shonen for, I don't know, for how, it will probably take a long time, but who knows. Maybe it's starting now. I just watched Railgun, and that's amazing. But who knows? Who freaking knows? Also, if people who are interested in my next anime analysis, because I know they bring a lot of traffic to here, so this is actually one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Just so I could just pump out more anime stuff, because I know some people who come to my channel just like to watch my anime stuff. So there's that. Here's an anime video for you guys, and of course the next one's coming in next month. I don't know what it's going to be about, but we'll see when we get to it. But anyways, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for liking my anime analysis, my anime essays. Please be sure to watch my other stuff as well, because I assure you it is equally as good. If you like my anime stuff, I really recommend you to watch Night in the Woods. That's a really good series that I have going for me. Even though it's a little scuffed on the edges, I still think it's really nice. It covers really deep topics and interesting topics. So yeah, go check that out. Anyways, if you guys enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't really care. Do whatever you want, man. But subscribe to the EGI channel, because that is an awesome channel that I want to grow 100%. Well, I want to grow both, but hey, I don't want to be a sellout anymore. And if I am, I'd rather head it towards EGI Studios. Anyways, peace out. Thanks for listening to this really weird story time, really weird whatever. Peace out, and have a good night. Have a good day. Love you guys.